Well, this is a really messed up night for me. And to everybody watching, one of you, hello, I owe an apology. Here, let me put my border on. There we go. I was supposed to do an unboxing of the Kywoo Tycoon printer tonight. I pulled the stream on Friday afternoon. Thursday, Canada Post tracking still said the printer was due to show up Friday. Friday midday, I checked tracking again, and tracking said the printer was showing up next Thursday. So my own fault in a sense. You think I would have learned this from before, to not schedule the stream until I actually have the product in hand. I got burned once before, but I thought I'm going to have a little faith this time, because last time it was Amazon couriers. This time it was Canada Post, and Canada Post is usually quite reliable, but they let me down again. And I was quite disappointed the fact that they let me down. So, yeah, I agree, Tripod. Boo. So I'm kind of stuck with, I didn't want to not come on tonight and not just be a no-show, but I wanted to come on rather and explain that. So ideally, this printer is going to be here this Thursday, but I'm not going to schedule a stream until I actually physically have a box in hand. So I figure I just come on tonight. My place is a mess right here in front of me. As a matter of fact, no, I don't even have the other camera plugged in to show you, or do I? Do I have the side cam? It is. But you can see that my desk is basically covered with droid vomit. Here, let me pull it over this way so you can kind of see me, the screen I'm looking at right there. Droid vomit. All the electrical parts, all my meters, everything. Over here we have wiring for the lighting on this droid. So this has been a week of, I thought the hardest part of this droid was getting these tracks done and the motors going, but to me, this is the hardest part, is getting all this electrical stuff done and making it look pretty. So anyways, I'm gonna reach out to you guys for some advice tonight. I was just on with Jason, who's in a part of our group building this droid, and he was trying to help me out with this Arduino Nano board. I have got electric is fun, and I'm going to admit, I've become a little bit better at soldering. Now that I learned, I have this cool little, it's off now, but I have this cool Weller soldering iron. It's got little lights in the front. And now that I learned, yeah, it's cooled off, that you have to actually tin the tip of the soldering iron before you use it, made the world of difference. And I'm actually quite enjoying the soldering now. Today, for instance, here's my little Arduino Nano board. Looks like a mess of spaghetti, and it is, but it all makes sense. But today I actually soldered on resistors and wires and soldered all these little LEDs together successfully, and those were really simple to solder. And then just before my stream started, I did these two, these are called Flora NeoPixels. So I've soldered those together now as well. But now I can't get the INO file, which Mr. Michael Baddeley had provided to get these lights to work. I can't get the INO file to upload to this board. I was getting one error message at first. I was talking to Jason, who helped me out with that error message. It was just a matter of uploading a library. But now I'm getting a communication error between this board on my COM port 3. I did download the CH340 driver. So if anybody knows anything about these little programming, these little boards, you might be able to help me with that error. Let me show you what that error is. Let me throw this up over on that screen. And I'll show you, for those of you who are familiar with this software, maybe the answer is out there. Let me share my screen here. Oh, hold on. Come on, Windows. There we go. Let's cooperate here. I'm going to share screen, this one. So this screen will pop up. There we go. Hopefully you can see that well enough. But the error message I got, it created the sketch no problem, but then it came up with this error message that says, what's it say? Programmer is not responding. And then it did 10 attempts. Programmer not responding, and then it quit. It says, whatever, done, problem, uploading the board, blah, blah, blah. I believe I have everything set in here right. So I have the Arduino Nano as the board. I have the ATmega 328P, unless I need the old bootloader, 328P old. I've got the Arduino as ISP, and it's unplugged now, but this, when I plug it in, it comes up as port 3. So what are we doing here, Travis? We were going to do a build, but tonight we're just going to do a chat. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to do it a little differently. My printer did not show up that I was going to build. So basically tonight I think I'm going to talk about how my week went and what I've been doing here with the droid. I've got this guy built to this point. I've got all the electronics neatly packed in there. If I turn my remote on, here, let me just turn this remote on while I'm holding this beast. It's got some weight to it. So this guy, here, let me give you guys a good view of this. There we go. Forward, works great. Backwards, great. Right turn and left turn. And then up top, spinning the dome. For some reason, going left, look how slow it goes. When I spin the dome going right, it goes super fast. Look at that. So anyways, but it's all working. So there we go. So that dome speed difference, I'm not really overly worried about. So what I've been trying to do now is sort of the last step in my particular one, because I'm not going to put sound or a camera or anything in mine, is I've got the, on the dome itself, I'm just trying to wire up the LEDs that are going to go in here. These two spots, whoops, right over here are going to have LEDs. And then on the front, there's going to be a neopixel LEDs, and these ones that are going to have different colors changing. But I'm having an issue getting the, I've got the LEDs all wired up to go in this guy, but I'm having an issue getting the program loaded up onto the Nano board. So that's where I'm at with that. So, yeah. So it's not a very exciting stream. You're not going to see me light anything on fire. Unfortunately, you're not going to see me build a printer tonight, but I just thought I'd come on and maybe just discuss a few things that are going on and maybe get some feedback from you guys on what you'd like to see me do going forward. I've got builds coming up, but in between the builds is where I'm kind of looking to see what people are interested in. Is there certain upgrades you want to see on certain printers that I have? Seems faster than yours. It could be. What I did, John, is I bought another, not the same as the speed controllers we had before, but I bought a different speed controller. It's hard to see what this is. Oh, maybe back way up. I bought another speed controller, and basically I've added a higher end speed controller for the dome turn, for the Lazy Susan on that. So it's pushing out, I believe, 6 volts out of the speed controller, 12 volts going in. So, but it's only fast going the one way. If it's a cheap knockoff Arduino, it might be the old bootloader. Okay, that's possible, and it is. It's actually, it was just a no-name Arduino Nano, but I did in the meantime, and I believe, let me just pull this out here. Which drawer? It's in this top drawer. This is I did get which I think is an official Arduino Nano, but I got a pack of these as well. So I could try a different board, I suppose, if that's the case. Hey, Joe. So I'm going to put a link out here because if anybody wants to pop in and say hi and speak with me and converse, that's fine. Because tonight is just really going to be a chit-chat session. If anybody has anything they want to see me doing in the future, if you want to see me, I do have another Q5 I'm going to build eventually. But if you want to see a specific upgrade on any of the equipment I have, and if I'm able to do it, I will do it. I can talk more about my connectors that I've done. I am going to be putting my connectors on all my printers eventually, like I did prior. But meantime, let me throw this link out here. If anybody wants to pop on stream, you are more than welcome to. There is the link to my StreamYard stream that I'm streaming on. Say that 5 times fast. And what I will do is I'll take that StreamYard stream link and I'm going to pin it to the top of the messages just up over here. So it's going to be pinned to the top there. So if anybody wants to pop on and say hello and talk and have a discussion, that's fine. But otherwise tonight we're just going to drown in my sorrows over the fact that that printer didn't come in. Knock on wood, my desk here, knock on wood that it comes in for next Thursday when they said that the rescheduled date. Every day I've been checking, it's still saying Thursday. But I wouldn't be surprised if the CR30 comes in before it. So, because it's on its way as well. I'm just waiting for a tracking number from UPS for that one. So, yes. Surprise stream. Yeah. Yep. This was supposed to be a build, and I gave it to the last dying breath for that thing to show up, and it didn't. So, meantime, let me plug this back in, and let's see if I switch to that old version of the bootloader, like it was suggested. So if I throw this in here, if I go up to the tools and I say, let's go to the old bootloader. And so what I'll do is I'll just compile the sketch again. And if we look, done completing. So the sketch is compiling fine. Now we're going to try the upload again. And let's see if we get, yeah, we got a bunch of red again. So same thing. Oh, maybe it's going to work. Oh, maybe that worked. It worked. It worked. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is exciting. It worked. Who said that? Whose idea was that? I want to give you a hug. Tron, that was you. Thank you, man. Because look. Whoa. Okay, I don't know if you can see. Look at those two neopixels. Look, they're changing the colors like the programming said. And all my little other LEDs are blinking like they should. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that. So between you guys and Jason, I have my electronics done. Oh, these are cool. These little... let me show you guys one. I've never heard of these before. These are the Adafruit Flora LEDs. I've never heard of these before. I was a little intimidated when I saw them. And these things, they're smaller than a US dime. 10-cent piece, whatever you want to call it. And let me throw it under the close-up cam. Are you going to autofocus, or do I have to manually focus you, you little... Hang on, there we go. There it is. Flora NeoPixel version 2. That's the back side. And if you turn it over, there's the little LED in front. So we have our negative terminal on the left there, positive on the right. And then we have our flow-through, which is a wire that controls the programming. Those things, you can see how tiny they are compared to my fingers. And I was a little intimidated when it was going to come to soldering these things. But man, it was easier than I thought. Now that I am far, far, far from an expert in soldering. But now that I learned about tinning the wires and I've been using, this stuff has really helped. I just had this laying around. I never knew what it was for. I read the instructions. And so I've been using this acid flux to dip the tip of the wires in. Solder just flows like shit through a goose on it. And yeah, and then I just pop the wire through here, just tap it with the iron, and boom, it's done. It's been great. Who beat you to what? Oh, the joy. Yeah, work good. Okay, so cool. Yeah, so these things are really, really, really neat. So, and then the other little challenge I had too was, and I've never dealt with these before, was these little resistor guys, which had to go on here. Let me, not that you guys have not seen a resistor, but these little resistors that had to go on every one of the LEDs. Where's that other one I did? This is brutal because this soldering job is brutal, but hey, there's a little one of the ones I did. So I had to put the little resistor on the positive end of that LED, and then then it worked. Then I just hooked them all up together, and it is working. Rosin, no acid flux, rosin. Well, I'm pretty sure rosin flux. Okay, well, and I didn't buy. I've had this for. I'd say that's been around down in my basement here 5 years. I've carried this around from 3 different homes, and I've just had it. So I just thought I'd try it. I take it acid flux is not good for the environment, not good for something, I don't know. So I'm just using it. Now these things, this solder I'm using, let's see. I just got this solder off Amazon, and it is lead-free solder activity rosin. I assume that's a rosin-based solder. So you're saying I don't need any flux at all with this solder? Okay. It's bad for electronics, poison, corrode. Okay. Oh, it's for plumbing. Ah, okay. Well, I know now. Okay. See, I'm as I say, I'm kind of new to all this. So does this solder work without any flux at all? Or should I just get the rosin flux? Is there a rosin flux I should get? So right now, because you guys said that, this can, recycle bin. Okay, didn't know that. Now lead-free. Okay, so now what's this one? Again, these things were cheap. Is this lead-free as well? Let's see. I don't know if this is lead-free. Anyways, that's all that it says on this. Activity solder. So I got that one too. So you're saying lead-free is no good. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to put that aside. Throw that in there. And what else do I have for solder? I have this big roll of stuff here. It's a little thicker. This might be plumbing solder. Lead-free. Yeah, this is lead-free as well. Silver. I think because of the thickness of this, I probably had this for some plumbing at one point. I don't know. Anyways, that stuff's useless. So let's throw that aside. Okay, solder with PB in the formula. Okay, and then I had another little pack of solder here somewhere. Where did I put it? Oh, there's another one here. Okay, let's see what this stuff is. This is lead-free again. Rosin core, lead-free. Why is it with all this lead-free solder? Okay, so I'm going to have a little bit of recycling to do. Okay, so we'll put that aside. This is the only one that I'm not sure what it is. Flux 2%. Activity solder. Don't know what that means. Okay, but I'm learning. I'm new to soldering, so electronics. So, hey, Jessica Kirsch, how are you? Welcome. Thanks for popping in. So, yeah, new to solder. So I guess I need to do a bit more. I thought somebody popped into my stream. That was my screen I was sharing. There we go. Anyways, this is exciting. They're still working. Look, it's like Christmas. All my lights for my droid. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, wow. So what I should do is let's just check and see. So if I just unplug this board now, and again, if anybody wants to pop into my stream, there is a link up in the top there that's pinned. So feel free to pop in. So I'm going to unplug this. So this board should be programmed now. Now, my power. Wow. So now I just got to figure out. So I've got these leads right here are coming out of my Lazy Susan on the droid base. So there's the droid base. There's the leads coming out of the Lazy Susan. We're actually coming out of the, oh gosh, I'm terrible with remembering the names of these things because this is all new to me. I got one of these, I call this an electronic wire spinny thing. So this allows the wires to just turn and turn and turn and turn, maintain the connection. So I need to basically hook up my black and red to apply the 5 volts to this nano board to get these to work. I'm guessing what I think I'm going to do is probably splice into the ground in the 5 volt here and create a plug that I can use just to plug into this so that when I take the dome off, I can unplug it and I can take the whole wiring harness away from the dome. So, okay, so I'm just reading the Senza. The solder you use, MG Chemicals 6337 rosin core. Okay, I'm going to look, if anybody out there, if you have a computer and you look it up, pop into Amazon and maybe I'll do that. Let's just, hang on, let's just go into Amazon. I want to make sure I get the right kind of solder because I'm going to be doing more of this actually. I'm going to be building at least 2 or 3 more similar type droids with this new one we got coming out, which is the one that pops up your drinks on the back. It's the coolest thing if you haven't seen it. Radio Shack. We used to have Radio Shack here. They're called The Source now. They changed their name. So let me pull a window up here. Let me share a screen here again. Let me go to Amazon.ca. Show you guys what I have to choose from. Oops. Why am I Googling? I don't know why that came up. Amazon.ca. Now, if I Google lead solder, I don't know, lead solder, soldering wire. Okay, so here are some of the things I get. So here we go. So any of these, so it looks like we have a Santa Smart 0.6 solder. That's small, 0.6 millimeter, but I'm sure I can get thicker. SN63 PB37 with flux rosin core for electrical soldering. Now that doesn't say lead free. It says tin and lead. So 6337. So that has the same numbers that you're saying, Senza. 6337 rosin core. This is with flux rosin core. 0.025 inch diameter, half-pound spool. So any of these should work. Okay. So stay away from lead-free. So anybody want to buy a bunch of solder? No. I mean, because really, I had difficulty working with some of these, and that's why then. Okay. Everybody stuck their tongue out at lead-free, so this is good to know. Unfortunately, it's not expensive. 17 bucks Canadian. What are we looking, $2 US or something for a roll of this stuff? PB is the chemical for lead. Okay, I should know that. Okay, so we have tin lead. So this one would be good for fine stuff because that's a, what did I say that was? 0.6 millimeter, so half a millimeter. That's not bad. So let's just have a look at that. So that's this one right here. And I can get that with Prime, free delivery tomorrow. Oh, we can get 0.8 millimeter in the same thing. 0.8 millimeter might be a good size. Probably 0.8 millimeter, I think. So if yeah, I'm just going to add that to my cart. See, the thing with shopping with Prime, if I go back, is you have to, in order to get it, you need a qualifying order of $25 or more. So I have to find a second item that has that qualifying order thing in order to get my free shipping for tomorrow. So, and if I'm going to be doing some more wiring, I definitely want to get using this proper solder. And based on what you guys are saying, that if that acid stuff is going to corrode after a while, I may end up just going back, eventually resoldering everything on this. So yeah, different diameters for different projects. Yeah, I figure though a smaller diameter I could use. It's probably better to have too small than too big if I'm doing fine stuff. That would be my guess. So yeah. So anyways, anybody that joined late, this stream was going to be a build of my Kickstarter edition Kywoo Tycoon printer that was supposed to be here Friday. Canada Post let me down. Boo-hoo, shame on you, Canada Post, if you're watching, which I know you're not. But shame on me for scheduling a stream when I didn't have the box in hand as well. So hopefully next week that's going to take place, because the rescheduled delivery date for that printer for me is Thursday of this week coming. I'm not going to put anything on YouTube as far as a scheduled stream until I have box in hand. That's the second time I've been burned, you know. First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me type thing. So not going to let that happen again. So tonight we're just going to have a bit of a discussion. As I say, and if anybody wants to pop in and chat, then that's fine. So, but okay, so we got the one solder ordered here. So this is the 0.8 millimeter. I just need to find something else for 20 bucks that I can throw in my cart, and then I can get my solder tomorrow if I order within the next 4 hours and 48 minutes. So there we go. So yeah. So what I think I'm going to do, and advice is open, typically want different diameters for through hole surface mount connectors. Yeah. So, okay. Tripod, if I got a 0.8, let's go back. Let's pop this back up on the stream. So 0.8 and 0.6, there's not a huge difference. Oh, look at that cool kit right there. $32. But so if that was a 0.8, tin lead rosin core, solder wire, 100 gram, 1 millimeter. So there's a 1 millimeter, and that is 60-40 tin lead. Is that a decent mix? Now 1 millimeter, that would probably be, well, see, 0.8 and 1, there's not a whole heck of a lot of difference. I think if anything, I would probably go back to that one I put in my cart. Oh yeah, you're experiencing heavy traffic? Come on. It's because everybody's on there trying to look up solder for me. Canada Post seems indecisive with their delivery estimates. Yes, they do. Yeah, they do. Okay, let's try again. Oh, there we go. So if I go back to there, that they had a 0.8. They had a 100 grams, 0.8, 100 grams versus 500 grams. 100 grams is lots for the little bit I do. And then if I do a 0.6 100 grams, that gives me two thicknesses. They're pretty close to the same, but it doesn't matter. At least it gives me enough in my cart so that I can check out and get this delivered tomorrow. These are both one-day delivery, so I'm just going to quickly order those. 36 bucks, not a big deal. And there we go. Live in front of my audience, I just ordered some solder. The right stuff. You got your notice yesterday, Chris, that your upgrade for your Prusa shipped after being on back order since January. Wow. The Plus upgrade. I've been looking at that too. I haven't bitten the bullet on that yet. But anyways, what I think I'll do is I need to, I'm a little nervous about doing anything in soldering in front of you guys now, especially now that I know I've got the wrong kind of solder, but I need to get this power, this red and black ground and 5 volt to run into this one right here. So what I think I'll do, I have these plugs which I've used in here for my Lazy Susan. Let me grab my, whoops, I just knocked over my glue gun, which I've got to use to glue the nano board into the dome. I know that some people put the nano board in the, I know a couple of you guys that are building this put the nano board into the body and just ran the wires up to the dome to the LEDs. But I just decided just to run the power up. And I took Mr. Baddeley's advice and I just doubled these wires up because they're so thin. But they're only running 5 volts up there. So I have a bunch of people that can help me. Don't be scared. I'm not going to be scared. But the nice thing I have is I have these my little electronics kit from back when I was doing some different projects. I like these little plugs here. Let me pull these out and I'll show you. Those are quick and simple. I've got a bunch of these from different projects I've done in the past, which didn't involve soldering because I stayed away from soldering as much as I could. But basically, these plugs are pretty good. These plugs are made for 12 volt LED light strips, and you basically just boom and it's in. And then all I need to do is plug my terminals into the ends here. So what I'll do we'll show you here. So I have these power leads coming up from my 5-volt buck converter. It goes down through here, through this little turny thing, down into a 5-volt buck converter and down into this pocket of mess with my battery and everything else and all my speed controllers. Barrel plug. Oh, these are called barrel plugs? Okay, cool. I just ordered them from a place out of the US called Super Bright LEDs. They have some great prices on LED strips and stuff, and I was doing some inspection lights with LEDs, and I bought a whole bunch of these things because pay shipping, so I may as well get them all at once. So anyways, so what I'm going to do with this, on this end, it's easy. We'll just pop these open. And we have positive and negative, so we're just going to put these little, I put the, God, why don't I never remember the ferrules? I put ferrules on there. I've used a lot of ferrules in this project. So we're just going to plug the ferrule in there, tighten that up, snug that up. And this will just be the plug from the dome to the Lazy Susan, so that if I ever have to take the dome off, or when I take the dome off to do any work or whatever, I can just unplug it instead of having it connected to a wire. And then we'll plug that one in there like that. There we go. So, yeah. Well, let's see if we can't get the electronics to this dome hooked up, and then you guys can be some of the first to see this thing actually put together and working, because I've got all the magnets in place here. All these magnets are in place. Everything else is in place now, just the electronics for the dome. So now we're going to take this. I like that solder. Radio Shack put some great stuff out. You probably remember, I'm sure they had this in the US as well. Radio Shack had the free battery club where you got the card and you got your free batteries. They were crappy batteries, if I recall, but who didn't want free batteries? So now I need to tap into this. So basically, I kind of need to tap into this or do a split off of this so that I can actually put the other end of this plug on here so that I can plug that into the dome and this whole thing. Then I just go ahead and hot glue this whole contraption. Thanks, Tron. Well, BV3D Brian, I watched his video on ferrules, and I'm a ferrule advocate now. I bought this ferrule kit, and I've been using this thing. I mean, it's so quick to do ferrules now, and it's such a simple. I mean, you have your, that's a different wire, but I got this really cool wire. I got these wires, silicone 22 gauge wire, and I've got an 18 gauge one over there. But ferrules are so quick because watch, you basically, and I don't show you guys this, but what the heck? You cut this wire's thin, you can actually just use your fingernails, boom. You twist that like that. You grab your, in this case, this white ferrule is perfect for it. You're in. You take the ferrule crimper that comes with that kit. Done. I mean, how fast was that? Look. We're not going to pull that apart. Boom. It's quick. It's easy, right? And it's just so simple. And no soldering. So anyways. I just wasted a ferrule. PTFE wire. I've not used PTFE wire, I don't think. I love this silicone wire. The reason I like this silicone wire is it's very soft and flexible, very easy to work with. I really like it. So I have this 22 gauge, and then I bought this 18 gauge, and it works pretty decent, this wire, and I kind of like the little boxes it comes in, and again, it works, and it's not expensive. So you need to add ferrules to your EV32, but you haven't bothered to buy the kit yet. Yeah, the kit was, let's see what that kit costed. It was, since we have this open, let's just do this. Ferrule kit. So for me, I believe the kit I bought was, which one was it I got? I think it was this one right here. Red handle, yeah. $31.99 Canadian, that's what? $10 US, something like that. So I believe that's the kit I bought. And you get a ton of ferrules. I mean, obviously you get a fewer of the big ones than you do the little ones, but for what we're doing 3D printing wise, red ones, the black ones, white and gray are pretty much the heaviest used ones. And I mean, the 1,300 piece kit for $30 down in the States, I promise you on Amazon.com, it's going to be even less. Like, even if you take conversion in, you guys will probably get it for like $19.99 down there for that kit. So to me, that is worth every penny of it for what it's been doing for me. So, oh, you did ferrules for your BTT upgrade? Okay. Yeah, I haven't watched everybody's. I'm sorry. I got to catch up on all your videos. I still want to do my CR6 community firmware update, and I'm going to on that one tripod. So, okay. So now you like talking down to beloved plastic Canadian dollars. Yeah, plastic money. Go figure. But that was inevitable, wasn't it? So it's better. I prefer the plastic money over the loonies and toonies because they make your pockets harder. But who carries cash now again? Who carries cash these days? So I need to, let me undo these. Let me make a fool of myself in front of 22 people by trying to do this. And I think if anybody on here, Tripod's going to cringe when he sees how I attempt to do this. But so we have the power. So we're going to share this power. The power is going to share coming from the 5 volts into that, and it's going to come into here because there's only one input. There's 2 ground inputs in this, but there's only one input for 5 volts. Now, unless on here there is a part that says VIN. Now, I don't know, is that voltage in? Can I put a voltage in connector here and a 5 volt, or do I have to have them both coming out of the 5 volt? I don't know. See, on the other side here, this one here, that's another ground. Okay, and then these ones are just connected for the lights that are going to do the light dance. Yeah, but over here, there's only the one that says 5 volt and ground. But there's nothing else that says basically where the red would go. VIN is volts in. Okay. So theoretically, I can put a red one in the VIN, and I can put a red one in the 5 volt. Are they going to basically both do the same thing? I guess I can do it and find out, right? That way I can, I only have to deal with the incoming ground. But then again, it's more fun if I just make the effort to splice off of this and into that plug. So I might have left my wire a bit short, but look at my soldering jobs here. You guys can critique my soldering. So what I did here for a new solderer, so if we look at these little LEDs, I ran the wires through the top, turned them over, and then just sort of touch solder on it. But then I also doubled up on the red and black there. And then on the end one, there's my soldering job on those. It's not bad for a guy. I ran them through, touched it with the iron, and snipped off the tips. So I think they turned out okay. So, well, they light up. So, but they might corrode since I used the wrong kind of flux. So now for your entertainment pleasure, let's turn on my soldering iron. We're going to get into some hot stuff. There's potential. There's high potential for burning here. Okay. I've got so much crap going on here. I got so many spare parts. But I think I've got almost everything I need to build the next droid. Okay, we're going to let that soldering iron heat up. I should have run the wire from the bottom of the fluoropixels. Okay, let me see what you mean there. From the bottom of the fluoropixels. Oh. Okay. Because, so what Jason's saying there, and I'm going to have to work around this, is these fluoropixels kind of sit in these little squares here, and then they basically shine through. This is like the lens. So what Jason is saying is that I should have run through the bottom, because now that fluoropixel is not going to sit flat on there, but I see. Okay, there's a good point. I don't want to have to undo all those wires. This will work, yeah. Well, what I'll do is I'm going to hot glue this on, and that's a pretty bright pixel, so that'll shine through. That'll still shine through there pretty good, but I'll hot glue this on, and that'll definitely hold it in place. And then all the light's going to come out the front. There shouldn't be too much seepage from the side. Good point, Jason. See, that's live and learn, right? So the next time I use these, I know. Yeah. Yep. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay, it'll be okay to hot glue that. Yeah, just glue it on. That's what I'll do. I've got this one. There's two eyes that I got to glue on. This one, and there's this one and another one. And I did fix. I had the, where's my dome? I had this guy in wrong. I had it sticking out. I actually was able to get the super glue off, and I was able to turn around and fix it. So, and then this guy will actually pop in through the other side. Whoops. We'll pop in there. Oh, come on. Man, my floor has a whole bunch of tiny little white 5mm ball, 2mm or whatever they are, ball bearings on them from the Lazy Susan. When I was taking it apart the other day to fix it up, it just popped apart and ball bearings everywhere. I think, Jason, you can relate to that. So anyways, let's have a look at these ones. So basically I want to cut these off, and I want to run the female connector of this onto these. And that way I can split the power, have these running into the board, and have the power so I can plug it in and still leave enough room for these little floras to, yep. Okay. Well, let's do some of this. Let's see what other camera view I can give you guys here rather than just see me. Let's see what this camera view does. Not that one. Not that one. This one. How about no? No. Main side. No. My cameras are all mixed up. Aha. So we got a side view here. This will work. You can see my belly. Okay. Fun with soldering. So let's snip this off. So the one thing that I'm not 100% sure how to do when it comes to soldering is, so basically what I want to do here is, I don't know why I just snipped that off. I could have still used that ferrule, but I need to splice into sort of mid-wire, even just up here, because I would just put two ferrules, but these are such small connectors here that I cannot fit two ferrules into one. So I wonder if I could fit, no, I still have to have the plug. Yeah, hit the like button, guys. Come on. I'm struggling here. I'm sweating because I'm trying to figure out how to do this. But I think if I make a splice partway up this wire and just tack another wire that's going to go from here to this, the other end of this plug, I should be good. At least that's the way my inexperienced mind with a little hobby electronics is thinking. So, yeah. So if anybody has anything to say before I attempt this, speak now or forever live with what you're about to see. So I can fit two wires into one ferrule, yes, but that still doesn't let me. I need to run off of this so that I can connect to here. Okay, and then these two here have to go onto the Arduino Nano board so that I can unplug the board from the dome from the body, so I can keep the dome and the body separate. So I guess the other thing I could have done was run yet another power wire off of there. I'm just not 100% sure the best way to do this, but I think that's my only way to do it at this point in time. Yeah, like and sub, damn it. The tripod said, come on. Well, I haven't even seen my sub count. Did I hit 600 yet? 593. Close. 7 more to hit 600. No, there's not going to be a giveaway. So let me cut another little piece of red and black. Okay. My black keeps falling in here. I shouldn't really use these whole things, but hey, it's kind of cool. The box is made for this, so what the heck. So let me cut a length of red and black. Oh, the red fell in too. Look at that. Duh. Oh, it's wrapped around the core. Forget this. Forget that. This box thing is stupid anyways. Okay. Let's just do like a real pro. Keep all my spools separate. Come on. Yeller. Daisy chain the LEDs and have only one wire set going to the board. I did. The LEDs are all daisy chained, so I have. There's the LEDs here. Well, maybe kind of. I think you were saying daisy chain it to these ones as well, but I just did what Mr. Baddeley said. Is I have the 3 sets of 3 LEDs plugged into 9, 10, and 11 because they're controlled. They're all flashing differently. And then I have this one connected with the yellow going into 6 because that's controlling the programming for these yellow ones. And then I just need to have the power going in for these ones. And then I need to have power coming into the Nano to power the whole thing from the body of the from the body. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Join the 2 wires at the ferrule. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Oh, okay. Okay. Smart. Okay, Dominic. Good suggestion. So let's cut a length of red here. Doesn't matter how long because I can just as long as it's long enough. And where's my black? Let's get a length of black here. I see what you're saying, Dominic. Smart. Okay. So we have the red and the black. Oh, look at that. Hey, I just guessed. Hang on. Look, you got to see this. Even there. And this isn't a trick. Look how close I came to almost having them dead even. I just feel like I'm going to do a rope trick. So we'll strip that bit. Strip this bit. Okay. So I see what Dominic is saying. So we take these 2 reds. And there we go. So we have that. Now this will need to go in a gray ferrule. Hopefully that'll fit in that. Well, actually, do I even, if the ferrule don't fit, let's just see. This should fit with a gray ferrule. No, it's not going to fit in a gray ferrule. But the red one, there, that'll fit in the red ferrule. Let's just see. Let's make sure that's going to crimp it good. There we go. Okay, we have red ferrule. It's tight. Good, that works. Now, what I have found is that these ferrules are tight going into this board, but let's just see if it will fit. So let's loosen off. Let's give you guys a different view here. Here we go. Let's loosen off the 5-volt pin here. So that's this one here. See, my concern is these ferrules are very tight going into this opening right here. Okay, but we'll see if it'll fit. Let's open that way up. Let's see if I can get this to fit in. That's very tight. No. Why is that not opening wider? Now, when I loosen this screw, I had this issue earlier too. So this is the 5V terminal right here, as you can see, okay? I'm loosening the screw here. I mean, loosening. But if you look right here, that opening doesn't seem to be getting any bigger. Put the red ferrule into the barrel jack. Barrel jack? Should this not go in here? See, but that is not fitting because this stupid thing is not opening. Yeah, let me unscrew it more completely. And then what are you saying there, Joe? Put the white ferrule on the wire to the Arduino. Put the white ferrule. Oh, well, the white ferrule works. But, okay, put the red ferrule into the barrel jack. Then put the white ferrule, the wire on the Arduino. I'm trying to think of what you mean there. The barrel jack is this guy. Okay, so you're saying I can put two wires in here and then have this other one going to the... Okay, that's a way to do it too. Use the end of the wire. Oh, okay. Okay. I see exactly what you guys are saying. Okay. Basically what I'm doing is just backwards. So putting the red ferrule to the barrel jack, red ferrule to this, white ferrule to this, it's going to achieve the same thing. See, I have to think of things for a bit, but I eventually, and this one should fit in there nicely. It does. I have to trim it a little bit just because it's a little long. So we just trim a little bit off that ferrule. There we go. So I see what you're saying. Okay. Group mentality works great. There, you're saying put that in there. Perfect. Aha. We're going to achieve the same outcome. Okay. Then that's a little long. Well, it's okay. I'm going to crimp it anyways. Let me put the white ferrule on here. Yeah, it's way too long, but I'm going to cut it anyways. So like that. I'm going to trim this ferrule a little bit. Okay. And then we put this in here in the 5-volt. Okay. It's still tight, but it will go in. There we go. So now we have this in here, just like this. And we'll tighten up this guy. And I'll do the same with the black, the ground. Okay. See? Community putting their heads together. It's great. Where's my other black wire here? Let's strip this off at the end here. Do the same here with the black. And if all goes well, this thing should light up like a Christmas tree again. And then I can put it in the actual droid. Then we'll put the red one on here. There we go. A pro job I do. Thanks, Joe, but I'm far from a pro. And we'll snip that off there because it's a little long. And then we will loosen up the negative side of this. I like these little plugs. These are great. Go in there. There we go. And we'll put a white ferrule on the end of this. No soldering. Yeah, no soldering. I can unplug the iron. Let me unplug this before I forget. I've actually accidentally left my soldering iron before. Oh. That's hot. That's hot. Okay, that was hot. Okay. There we go. That was your entertainment value. Soldering iron unplugged, and I'm going to plug in the glue gun now because we're going to do a little bit of hot gluing. I just dropped my cord here. Hang on. Where'd it go? There we go. Plug in the hot glue gun. Turn the hot glue gun on. Oh, knocked the camera over. Smells like chicken. Yeah. Not a major burn. It was just really quick. Okay, we got the white ferrule in there. We trimmed it. I don't know if I trimmed it. Let's see if I did. I'll trim it a little more. Doesn't hurt it. That's probably good. And we'll go on here. And we have a GND ground. So we will put white ferrule in the right there in the ground pin right there. These little nanos came with no, they just came as the chip. These little boards, these whatever these boards are called with the green, with the screwy things on them. They're great. They save soldering onto the bottom of that nano chip. There we go. Okay. Side camera. Let's see. So theoretically, when I plug this in, this thing should light up like a Christmas tree. Are you ready? Look, look. Look at my Christmas tree. Look. You guys got to see me beaming, but this worked. It worked. Yay! It actually works. Looks like a mess. It looks like a pile of spaghetti. I'll get some zip ties going here and maybe tidy this up a little bit, but it works. Oh, wow. Thank you guys for all the help and all the suggestions. I would have made this a little more difficult than it had to be. So now I can just actually unplug the dome from the Lazy Susan. Bob's your uncle. Wow. Okay. I am almost there. I am almost there. So now what I want to do, I hope I left enough wire length. I'm pretty sure I did. I probably got too much wire, and I think I'm going to be okay. Hot glue is not going to affect these pins at all, is it? If I just hot glue this and then just stick this to the side of the dome on the inside, I should be fine, I think. That's what Mr. Baddeley said, basically, just to hot glue that to the inside of the dome. So, okay, so let's get the dome. I haven't put the, there's a piece that goes into the dome with the magnets. Where did I put that piece? Over here. And I didn't want to put this on until I finished the electronics in the dome because it would, so basically what's going to happen is this little ring, you see it has magnets glued into place, and then it has little screws. And what these screws do is they line up with some holes where the Lazy Susan is. So this thing will end up, once I'm done the electronics, that'll glue in there, and then that just sits plop onto the magnets on the Lazy Susan. So let's do this. I'm going a little later than I thought I would, but this is too exciting. This is too exciting to stop. Hot glue gun. Let's see. Yep, that's all hot. That's warm. The glue's coming out. Yep, good. It's not as hot as the soldering iron, but it's just like peeling glue. Do you ever, when you're in school, I remember this in school years ago. I won't tell you how long ago. What the heck, I'm 50 something, but white Elmer's glue, squirt it on the hand, paint it, let it dry, and peel it off. Everybody did that. Come on. Honestly, everybody did that, right? Okay. Yeah, I know. A little weird, whatever. It's a Canadian thing. So, first thing I'll do here is, so I've got little banks. I've glued these in, and maybe I shouldn't have glued them in already, but I did. 2 banks of 3 LEDs here, and a bank of 3 LEDs here. And then the Neo Pixels, Nano Neo, Flora, whatever lights go here and here. Yep, you did, non-fam. Good. I'm not the only weird one. Good. So I'm going to take these. I've decided that I want this one here to be a bank of blue, a bank of red, and then this is going to be a bank of mixed color. I can always switch it up later. So now apparently hot glue is my friend here too, but I'm going to dry fit these real quick to make sure. And hopefully I left enough room. So in here, I'm just going to dry fit this bank of blue on the bottom here. So basically, yeah, it would have been so much easier to do this outside of the dome, unless I can push these back out. Let's see how well I glued these in. Might be easier if I can. Let's see, what can I use to push these out without breaking them? I could possibly break them here, but we'll see. Actually, let's just use this screwdriver. Hang on. Let's just try this. Oh, there we go. That was easier than I thought. Okay, so I'm going to pop that one out. That was just super glued in. That's fine. And can I pop this one out too that easy? Come on. Not as easy. Okay, how about this one? Yeah, that one popped out a lot easier. This would just be a lot easier. Pencils into the ceiling tiles. I did that too. Used to get all kinds of crap from the teacher for that, especially if you got caught. Okay, and let's see. I want to get this third one out. Oh, I don't want to break my dome though, because that's a long print. Oh, ouch! 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 Stab with a screwdriver. Film at 11. Okay. Don't put that on the hot soldering iron. You'll melt it. There we go. Whew. That super glue worked well. I think I actually, did I take a chunk out of the dome? Nope. But I got a chunk of super glue on this one. Fortunately, here we are. Fortunately, I printed spares. So I have lots of spares. Okay. A little blood just makes it work better. Yeah, no cut. I walked into a chandelier yesterday, so didn't cut my head, but almost. So let's see. If I dry fit these blue ones, let's make sure these are all going to fit. Yes. Well, did I leave enough room here? Gosh, I put these together awful tight. Did I leave enough space? I can force them as long as I don't break the solder joints. 1, 2. Oh, I don't think I left enough space. Hang on. I can make anything work. It's the beauty of it. There we go. Just like that. 1, 2, 3. Now, let's glue them. So, hot gluing these in, I guess we just do this. And we'll grab the hot glue gun. Oh, come on. I've never owned a hot glue gun before starting to do these just drone series. So we'll just put this down on the desk here. Stay. It gets stringy. Okay. Oh, it didn't stay. Darn. Come on. Oh, that's still hot. See ya. Who's leaving? Okay, Travis. Hope I didn't miss you, but thanks for popping in. I know it's pretty boring, this one, but you might see me burn myself here. My hot glue gun doesn't want to hold these in, or does it? Hang on. I'm just probably not doing it right, but I figure a little dab of glue here. Hold it in place. Come on, cool off. Why isn't it sticking? Oh, I think that worked. No, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just run a bead of hot glue along. Come on, let's just run a bead of hot glue right along there. It's either going to work or that's going to be a holy mess. No, it's not holding. Maybe I got to run one along the other side too. Maybe I'm not using the right kind of glue. This is terrible. Let's try that. Let that cool off a little. Oh, okay. Good advice, Tron. Need to surround the LEDs. Okay. Let me give it another good coat here. There we go. See what that does. Should work. I want to make sure that I haven't twisted a wire, so I'm just going to bring this up and see if, make sure I still have power. I should. Yep, I still have power to my blue LEDs. Perfect. That worked. Okay, so we got the blue ones in. Let's take the next bank. We'll put the red ones in. Come on, come on. So we'll put the red ones in. Come on, perfect fits, right? I had to, oh, that middle hole. I still think some of these cheap LEDs are not exactly sized right. There we go. So we have that one. And the end one, come on. Without breaking any wires. Here we go. There, okay. LEDs in, hot glue out. Okay, hot glue hitting the finger, but that's okay. I'll grin and bear it till it cools off. Hey, Jerry. Not building a printer like I was supposed to, Jerry. Hopefully next week. Okay, finger hot glued to the part, but there we go. And I think that worked. I better put a little dab of hot glue on this side too. Good thing hot glue is not conductive. There, we'll do that side as well. Surround all those LEDs. Make sure they're going to work, that I didn't break any wires. Come on, red there. Red LED's working. Good. Hey, guys, might even get this thing built live and finished and running. Okay. Hot glue is stringy. You know, go to bed and I feel like I got spider webs on me at night after I use hot glue. Okay. Third and final bank of lights. That was red and a blue, and then I did a bank of just a mixed a green, a yellow, and a red, just because. No rhyme or reason. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, green, yellow, red. They fit in there nicely. And let's get the hot glue out again. It's a good thing I got lots of extra hot glue sticks, because probably using way more than I need to here. Oh. Then actually I should just hot glue these into the dome instead of super gluing them in case I do want to take them out and change them again. I got red and blue. Actually, I bought a set of LED lights. Here, if we look here, I got white, red, blue, green, yellow. The green almost look a bit yellow, but yeah, and it's just a set. It was like a $6 or $7 for how many pieces? 750 pieces on Amazon, and I mean, I got LEDs to light up the sky, but yeah, that was cheap. Okay, and just a little bit of glue on this side. Okay, I can never put too much hot glue, right? I'm gonna need another stick already. Came with a bunch of sticks too. And we'll just make sure that it's working, plugging it in. And yes, it is working. Although the one, oh yeah, see the green one's not nearly as bright. If you look, it's on. It's not nearly as bright. I may end up changing that out later, but for now, this is going to work. Now, I need to hot glue in these, oh, see, look, it's stringing everywhere. Ugh, ugh. It's like walking through a spider web. You ever walk through a spider web and all of a sudden you get jazz hands? Like, ugh. Anyways, so now I just have to find, where did I put it? This. So I got to hot glue my little, see, and I'll remember these Flora NeoPixels. So we're just gonna, let's switch to the camera again. So we're gonna hot glue these Flora NeoPixels into this opening here, like this. And because I kind of messed up and put the wires on the wrong side, so what I'm going to do is just hold it together like this. And if I burn myself, I deserve it for putting these wires on the wrong side. But we're just going to hot glue this all in around there. And yeah, that's hot. So we'll let that harden up a bit. There, we'll get you some focus. You can see the burning flesh there. There you go. Cover it in hot glue, yeah, because it comes off real easy. Yeah, it's not sticking too well there. Come on. Let's just cover it all. Let's just go boom, boom. Oh, 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 that's hot. Okay. I can take it. I can take it. Oh, it's not sticking. Oh, after all that, it better stick. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I got to do something to hold that down. Oh, man, after all that. Oh, okay, what a mess. Oh, well, hang on. No, it's not stuck. Okay, let's switch these. No, let's go here. Okay, that was a total failure. I'm going to try that. Screwdriver. There we go. And let's just hot glue the heck out of this thing. Oh, sure. Now, I've got to find where I put my hot glue sticks. Okay. Somewhere I have spare glue sticks. Hang tight, guys. I'll be right back. Got to find out where I put them. Where did I put them? Yeah, you know, it's who else has that issue? When you want something, you don't remember where you put it. Okay. Did I put them in the drawers here? I don't think I did. Don't think I did. Let's see. You know, that's the problem with tidying up and then not remembering where you put stuff. Don't glue it first. The lens is getting installed from the outside of the dome. Okay. Let's pull that off. Okay. think I salvaged this thing. Yeah. Oh, that hot glue just sort of peels off nicely, doesn't it? Could have told me that sooner, Jason. You just wanted to see me burn myself with hot glue, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah. Did you guys enjoy that? Well, let's make sure I didn't damage any wiring on this one. And no, we're good. Okay. Let's pull the hot glue off of this one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good catch. Okay. So this goes in from the outside. So these are 4mm LEDs. I believe it's 4mm, and I believe that's the size of that hole. Where's my dome? So this pops in from the outside. Okay, so that goes in. Basically, it pops in like this. Whoa, come on. Okay, let's try this again. So you're saying this goes in like this. And oh, there we go. Yeah, it's a tight fit, but that's the way it goes. Let's use my dome. There we go. Okay, you're right. Look at that. Jason to the rescue. So these have got to be now just basically glued into here. Ah. Okay. Might be easier to do that too. Yeah, they fit easy. The other one fit real easy, and I think it's just the way this one was printed. Okay. So this guy, I'm going to do it in the order. So outside, let's see if I can just pull sort of all this stuff, bring it all inside here. So we'll pop this that way. Okay. So if I leave that guy right there, that actually almost, oh, okay, that sort of almost sits in there on its own. So now I need to find my glue sticks. Hang on one sec. Oh, where did I put those guys? This is kind of embarrassing. I have a whole bag of glue sticks that came with this glue gun. And I put them somewhere. Okay, I think I might know where. Hang tight, hang tight. Okay, hang tight. Oh, come on, tell me I know where they are. Oh, man. I don't know where I put them. Damn. I found this little torch, but I don't know where I don't know where I put them. Oh, guys. Jeez. I can't really do much without my glue sticks. Wow. I have too much stuff around. I really want this to finish. Well, wow. Put something away, then forget. I know. I put it somewhere where I won't forget where I put it. And then when it comes time to find it, I forget where I put it. But being a glue stick, it's one of those things that I like to keep handy. Okay, well, number one, where did I have the glue gun? And where I got the glue gun from is where I'll find the glue sticks. But hey, okay, I'm going to look one more place before I give up. One more place. Hang in there. Glue gun was over here. Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy. Because you know what's going to happen? What's going to happen is I'm going to end this stream later, get ready to go upstairs, have some dinner, and I'm going to find those freaking glue sticks. Okay. Crazy and embarrassing, but that's okay. I have to find them. They're around somewhere. Because it's useless without it because you need the other stick to push the glue in. I can cheat, actually. You know what? I'm going to do a little bit of cheating here. I'm going to cheat a little bit, see if I can cheat, just to get these lights put in, although I need more glue than's in here. But let's see. I just need something to poke down this hole. I need to find a new handy place, I know. Okay, well, look, we got something here. Look at this. We're going to at least get this one glued in. Okay, got enough glue out of there for that. This is called innovation, right? You just use a bit of a screwdriver to push the glue through. Then I don't even really have to pull the trigger. So we've got one in. Now we're going to do the next one. Okay. Let me get this thing pushed through a little bit here. Hang on. Oh, that didn't feel good. Oh, that hurt. Okay, that's all right. I'm just having a night. It's okay. Push this in. These are supposed to be a little better fit, but these are a little tight fitting for me for some reason. That's okay. There we go. So let's throw this second light in. There we go. Okay. And let's glue stick that in. Don't want you popping out. You're going to be laying flat. Lay flat. There we go. Let that dry. Yeah, I've dropped a whole bunch of viewers. Look at that. Down to 15. That's okay. It's not the most exciting stream. But the bonus is I'll be able to get, I got 3 more lights to plop in, and then I'm going to actually run this thing. That's not staying down too well for me. So, first one stayed great. You're entertained. That's the main thing. Hey, Paul. I'm glad you're entertained, Tripod. Just got to let that cool off. Hopefully it'll stay. There's enough glue on there to sink a boat. Okay. We'll tidy that up a little later. Now let's plop in, what's this one? This is my multicolor, that's my blue. That actually will just stay in there with pressure for now. And that's my red. Okay. There's my multicolor. Yeah, there we go. So, we've got everything kind of plugged in. I'm just going to use, for now, oh, that popped out. That's okay. Where's my plug? Just want to make sure my plug comes out okay. It's not going to be the neatest thing in the world. And then for now, I am just going to use, where did I put it? I have some VHB tape here. Right. See, I can't find anything tonight. This is madness. I tell you, it's madness. All I want to do, what the heck? Just going to take some electrical tape. I'll tidy this up later because the stream's going a bit long and I'm already losing people like flies. So I'm just going to secure this thing. There we go. Just going to secure this thing to the inside of the dome for now with a piece of tape so I can try this out. And then I'll open it up later and do a proper job of it. Yeah. I just want to give this a shot. Here we go. Just want to get it on the ground and roll it so you guys can see this thing rolling. For those of you who are sticking around, thank you so much. I'll find my glue gun later. I'll clean all this up later. Okay. Now I'm just going to glue this guy in. So for this, oh, and I can still access the electronics easily through that. So for this, it's easy. This is going to be a permanent glue fixture on here for me. So for this one, I'm using a 2-part activated super glue. Spray on the 1 part. And I'm not going to glue all the way around the edges because I can pull this off later if need be, but I'm going to glue here, glue here, and glue in a couple spots. That'll hold it on good enough for now. I just want to get this out and show you guys it running. I'm going to throw this in. And that's like a 3-second, 4-second activation for this glue. And just like that. That's in. Okay. Lights all stayed in place. Let's plug in the dome. Let's hope this wire is not too long and it's not going to catch on that Lazy Susan. Let's see. That's the other thing I don't want to have happen. We'll throw the dome on, and look at that. We have lights. Look at that. Oh. Look at that. It's not prettiest inside. I'll fix it up later. But my lights are working. Let's turn the dome. Let's see if the dome is going to turn. I got to be careful. I don't know if those wires are... Dome is turning. And he's going to move forward. Let's get him off the desk. Yeah. Okay. Let's go do a floor demo. Okay. I'm going to move this camera. I'm going to see if I can get a good view of this for you guys. Forget. There's laundry all over the floor, so that's okay. My wife would cringe if she saw me showing you this. Okay, we're going to take this down on the floor and give it a run here, okay? I'm going to be out of the view of the comments, so, and hopefully you're going to be able to see what I do here. I will stand. There we go. Oh, this is exciting for me. Okay, you ready? And here we go. Whoops. I just knocked over a light. Okay, hang on. Oh, Lord. Whoa. Oh. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. For your entertainment value. His head stalls going the one way. He runs on carpet. Like, look, on carpet, everything. And he actually, if I run him, he'll probably climb this blanket. Whoop! Or he'll fall over. There we go. Yeah, I need to fix that lazy Susan up or something because it's not going. It's only turning one way. So. But he's pretty cool. He is very cool. And it's working. Okay. So there we go. Part of me thinks that I twisted the wire around inside, and that's why it's stalling. But success. I even crashed him a little. Let's just see what goes on. I think those wires might have been a bit... Yeah, the whole wiring assembly came out. But that's okay. I didn't glue it in. And all I wanted to do was test and make sure it was going to work. I didn't destroy any wires. Look at that. There we go. Okay. But let's see. So the issue I'm having now... Oops. Let's bring this other camera back over. So the only issue now is this dome. I get the remote out again. So it turns fine that way. This way, it's so slow. And you can see that hesitation. But the other way, beautiful. Just not turning this way. And I did switch, Jason, if you're still on here, I did switch him to channel 4. But that motor, maybe it's the gearing here, but that motor just doesn't seem to want to go that good speed backwards. And maybe it's the speed controller. So, yeah, so it's just the one way. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's that. And then, oh yeah, and then basically I've, the other issue with this, not an issue really, but inside. So now, in order to turn this whole unit off, basically, and I'm going to fix this one day eventually too, but I just pop this out and then there's a main power switch here. Switches off all the power with the battery and everything. It's next to impossible to get that battery pack out of here without removing the Lazy Susan, which is the 4 screws. So because I've used such a big battery pack, so if I want to get that battery pack out of here, I have to basically feed through all this, but I don't want a chance destroying it. So realistically, to charge it, I'm going to have to undo the Lazy Susan, pull it off, and get the battery out. So, but that's a story for another time. Yeah. Check my mixes on channel 3. Let me just have a quick peek here. So channel 3, what I'll do is I'll just go in here and show you guys what I'm doing. So on this thing, okay, so we go into our mixes. Here's the mixes I'm using. Oops, wrong one. Go into tools in here. We'll go down to mixes. Whoops, right here. Okay, so mix number 1. I've got channel 1, channel 2, 100%, minus 100%. Mix number 2, channel 2, channel 1. Mix number 3. And I'm on channel 4. No, maybe I'm on the wrong channel. Could that be? I don't even have a channel 3 mix on here. So should I be changing my master here to channel 3 or 4? Where my Lazy Susan's hooked up to? It's my first time using RC controllers, so these guys have been a great help for this stuff. Let me find my switch in here so I can turn this on again. Then I'm going to go because it's dinner time and I think I have some hungry family members upstairs. Where's my power switch? There it is. Let me check my power switch. So if I leave it on 4, because that's the channel I do have that on. There we go. Oops. Let's get this plug out of here before I butcher it. Yeah, same thing. I don't know if that has anything to do with the fact that it's on channel 4 or not. Whoops. What did I just do? Oh, I thought I just hung up on you guys. So, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to figure this out. That's enough of this. I'll figure that out. So a few little things to iron out and figure out on this. But overall, happy with the way that's working. I've got to clean up the lights, clean up under the dome, figure out that little switching thing there. But hey, I'm quite pleased with the progress of it so far. So, and I thank you guys for all the help with all your suggestions tonight. So we're not going to be streaming this Friday. We're taking the Friday off, but we do have a Facebook group called I'd Rather Be 3D Printing. If anybody is interested in joining this program and learning about the droids and building it and getting some advice, so check that out. I didn't find my glue sticks, but I will as soon as this is over. You watch. So, but I'm going to call it a night. Again, I'm hoping to have that. It's just about sat down and I got no stool here. I'm hoping to have that Kywoo Tycoon for next week's stream. And yeah, hopefully that's going to happen. And I will find my glue sticks for next stream. And I just got the tip of my screwdriver all glued, and that's hot. So don't touch that. Glad I could be of an entertainment value to you guys tonight. And I hope it was entertaining. And again, I apologize for not having the original scheduled stream for you guys being that build. So with that said, thank you everybody who hung out this long. I hope it was a little bit entertaining. I hope it was a little bit educational. It was great help. Everybody out there that helped me, thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you guys all next Friday. Yeah, that's it. I thought I had something else to say, but that's it. Thank you very much, and we'll catch everybody again next week. Have a great week, everybody. If you have the opportunity, get immunized. Get your vaccine. It's well worth it. I've had mine, my first one. I'm going to have my second one. But anyways, everybody have a wonderful week. Keep an eye out. I'll know by Thursday. I'll know by Friday latest if I'm going to do that build on Sunday. So I'm not going to post anything until the end of the week when I know for sure what I'm doing. So Everybody take care. Thank you for hanging out. I much appreciate it. As always, I'll talk to you guys next week. Happy printing this week. And for everybody I'm going to see online throughout the week, we'll see you soon. Take care. Have a good night. Bye-bye.